Welcome back, Speed Gaming 5. That's right. We've got the next race in this round of 16 matchup in the Super Metroid Randomizer tournament as part of Speed Gaming Live 2021. Our runners are Lomion, Jones, and Nevdi. Nevdi took the first race with that absolutely spellbinding and cryptic seed. Of course, I'm not alone in the commentary booth. I am joined by Seb316. What's going on, Seb?
It's going pretty good. Couldn't ask for much better. Commentating a Super Metroid Randomizer race. I'm looking forward to this.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I hope that this next seed is a bit kinder to our runners because that last one, it's not that it was just terrible. It was just very, very intricate.
Yeah, for sure. I think both of these runners could use a nice, easy seed just to relax into, not to have to think so much. This time, but we'll see what they get. Wouldn't be surprised if they got another doozy of a seed, but
So anything's possible in Super Metroid Randomizer, especially with this format. Zeb, I know that we explained it in the first race, but could you tell us again what the format for this randomizer race is?
so this randomizer race is area randomization, boss randomization, and major minor, which means that at every portal, at every door that would normally lead to a different area, it could lead to any other area. So for example, to the left of the morph ball, that would normally lead to Green Brinstar, but it could lead anywhere. It could lead to Lore Norfair, it could lead to Meridia, it could lead to anywhere. So because of that, these runners will need to keep track of that. And there's boss randomization on, so that means that when they enter a boss room, it could be any boss. So because of that, they'll probably want to save before bosses and try to be prepared for any boss that they might come across.
Yeah, this is widely considered some of the hardest settings in terms of difficulty for Super Metroid Randomizer, and that last seed, I'm not trying to dwell on it too much, but that last seed definitely demonstrated that.
Yeah, for
Wasn't
sure.
I don't even feel Zeb. It wasn't even like the tricks that were in logic. It was just kind of like just figuring it out.
hmm So this is a little bit different, it looks like. We get early power bombs. So that means that the runners will be able to, if they want to, check meme route transition. We'll
I do
see what
love
the
it.
second minor is.
Oh, it is
And supers.
supers. Very nice pickup.
Mhm.
But yeah, I do love the meme route check, especially in area rando checking that portal. Even though those side hoppers do pack a wallop, but there was an E tank at morphing ball, so
Yeah, they
great
should
little
be fine.
safety.
Um, it's actually a little bit more annoying to use the power bombs with that E-tank pickup than it is the energy potential loss. Um, Although it's not that big of a deal anyway. Um, I really like checking this portal for a couple of reasons. First of all, there's no other good time to check this. Like, you're never going to be coming back here unless you absolutely have to.
That's a
Oh,
really
and
good
it's
point. Oh,
darker. And
that was
also, the other reason is that going through it is pretty good. Like, it means that you get to skip climb and that you get to start making checks that could potentially be suits, because criteria checks cannot be suits a lot earlier than you normally would.
oh, that's right. Criteria checks cannot be suits. That's a really, really good point that I had forgotten. So, but dang, yeah. So they have to be in the other areas of the game.
hmm
But certainly, movement items and beams are still on the table for criteria.
Yeah, for sure. Everything else is just a missile at Old Mother Brain.
Yeah, it's 2 missile packs now for them because I believe those side hoppers were guarding the first missile pack.
Yeah,
So definitely got to head to BT, and that's what Nevdi's doing now. Lomi Jones still at Old Mother Brain, just a few seconds behind Nevdi. But of course, far too early in the run, or in the race, I should say, to tell who's going to be taking it home. But Lomi Jones playing to stay alive. This is a best of 3 matchup, so has to take this race to be able to stay in it. It is a single elimination tournament, unlike the SGLIVE any percent Super Metroid any percent tournament, which is double elim.
Yep, single elimination best of 3 tournament for this one.
It's a great format, especially with this rule set.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that is the earliest I've ever seen Plasma.
Yeah, Plasma's nice here. It'll let them pretty much one-shot most enemies for quite a while. Doesn't do much outside of that until they find Charge Beam, but yeah, it's definitely a good item early. We'll see. I'm guessing both runners are going to go left after refilling at the ship, but it wouldn't shock me if one of them went right, and I would expect if one of them were to go right, it would be Lomion to try to create divergence. I think that's kind of what he tried to do last time. It does mean that you skip a major item at Terminator, which could be bad, but if you want to create some divergence and make sure that your route's different from your opponent, then you can do it.
No, for sure, for sure. I think you bring up a really understated point, Zeb, is that kind of the philosophy or the mental aspect of randomizer racing, especially in something like full area rando, is you do sometimes want to generate divergence, especially if you're playing against someone that maybe you think has, you know, better movement or, you know, something like that. So it's almost like you can't even just consider what you're doing. You have to also consider what you think your opponent is doing.
Oh, and there's Kraid. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting for Lomion here.
I think it's less of a thing. I think it's less of a thing actually to try to create divergence in area rando because he's not. Oh, okay, he's not saving because he had to save at the ship, so he would rather reset to that save. But in area rando, you and your opponent are going to do different things. It's just inevitable. So forcing divergence, I don't think you really need to do that much, because it's just going to happen.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a very good point, Zeb. Oh, hello Spring Ball and hello Fantoon for Lomion Jones. This is definitely beatable boss. This is right in his wheelhouse.
And this is a big deal. If we find an early wreck ship and there's something good in it, Nevdi might not have Fantoon down by the time that happens, and Lomion will, so...
Oh, right you are, Zeb. That'd be a huge advantage for Lomion Jones. And Nevdi gets rewarded with a Meridia entrance. Alright. I bet you $5 this is also Meridia, Zeb.
Based on the last seed, it might be, but... Wreck ship, wow, okay, so this is what I was talking about.
Yes.
Where early wreck ship, that wreck ship's going to be on for Lomion, and it's going to be off for Nevdi.
Good call, Zeb, and it looks like I owe you $5.
You can figure out that later.
Yeah, check's in the mail. Yeah, so, I mean, Lomion Jones is absolutely going to find the ship by backtracking and going, you know, following Nevdi's path. But now with the ghost busted for Lomion Jones, massive advantage if wreck ships got the goods.
On the other hand, this is Kraid, which there's basically a 1-3 shot. Nevdi will have access to the Kraid warehouse item.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the frog pocket, I think some people.
Oh, and it is. Wow.
Oh my goodness gracious, Zeb. Have you consulted your crystal ball before this race too? My goodness.
Yeah. Well, full disclosure, I got access to the seed early.
Dang.
Nevdi screws up the Kraid quick kill.
Oh, we've all been there. We've all been there, Zeb. We've all taken Crate to prom.
Yeah, he didn't have the supers he wanted to be able to do the quick kill the way he wanted to. But Kraid down now.
Down goes Kraid.
And
Rewarded
it's
with
just an E-tank.
E-tank. Oh my goodness.
I think that this... So if there's something in Wreck Ship, I think that Lomion will be hugely advantaged, and if there isn't, I think he'll be hugely disadvantaged. Because he's going to be spending a lot of time, I feel like, checking that. And if it's good, it'll be really good for him, and if it's bad, then it'll be really bad for him, so...
For sure, for sure. Definitely a tough spot to be in. I think he's got the CWJ, Zeb.
I think he has the setup.
Close.
We'll see. Yeah.
Oh! Commentary curse. I'm sorry, Lomion.
Yeah, getting the first jump is pretty tough, but... Yeah, getting both of them is also, like...
Yeah, this is tough, and there's no backup either because the runners do not have normal bombs.
Nevdi will be able to spring ball jump over that if he wants to once he gets there. But
oh, that's right, because spring ball was at Spazer.
There he goes.
There we go. Very nicely done.
And it's Norfair.
Interesting.
And more Norfair for Nevdi. And Lomion finds Red Tower. Interesting.
Yeah, that's yeah, the world is his oyster right now, Zeb. Lomion Jones got so many options right now. But both runners with a boss down already. It's still too early to tell who's got the distinct advantage.
Yeah, for sure. I think that Nevdi's going to find that Norfair pretty quickly too. I feel like he's going to go up Red Tower here. I was thinking about whether he wanted to do the X-ray deboost, but like I said, I think he's been struggling with that a little bit in practice and in races.
The rhythm and the movement of that trick is very, very challenging, I think.
Yeah, and he does have a backup with spring ball. If he messed up at the end, he could spring ball jump up. But with 3 E-tanks, it's pretty difficult to get back out if you have to do that or if you mess up at all. So
I think that would get pretty dicey pretty fast.
And it's a vanilla power bomb at Alpha Power Bomb.
And not a bad pickup this early. He's blowing down the wall to see what's behind. Maybe looking for some more supers. Rewarded with vanilla missiles there. And high jump didn't have the goods for Lomion Jones, so he's gonna go check out Ice Beam here. 2 tanks should be possible.
Yeah, with 2 tanks, you can definitely do ice. Nevdi taking a save.
I do like that play because our runners don't know a ton yet. Oh!
Ooh, yeah, that speed booster.
That's a nice pickup for sure.
That will make the Norfair heck runs a lot easier, but I think that if I were Lomion, I would just back out after getting that.
Yeah, I'm just dying to know what's in the wrecked ship, Zeb. And now it's not the item wouldn't be speed locked for Lomion at least.
Yep, he's got access to all 4 of those items.
We're gonna have a little high five here at Business Center.
Yep. I'm curious if Nevdi will go to ice to start. I probably would with this energy, but it's a little bit dangerous. Yeah, he's going. I like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The reason to do ice before high jump is because you're gonna have to heck run through ice, and if you get to high jump and there's an E-tank there, you get a free refill after having heck run, which is really, really nice. Whereas if you go to high jump first and you get that refill and then you do the heck runs, then you lose out on some of that energy that you got from the fill.
Oh, for sure, Zeb. And it's going to work out perfectly in Nevdi's favor there because I believe high jump was an E-tank.
Yep. And this is the reason to do it like this.
Brilliant stuff. A nice blue gate glitch there from Lomion.
Yeah, we'll see what's at this transition.
I wonder if it's Meridia.
Yeah. I might have taken that refill for doing this, but... And it's Torian, so
wow.
we'll just reset that.
Another early Torian find in both seeds, the first two seeds.
Yeah. I have a feeling that Nevdi will actually pull clear Norfair.
I think he's going to head to Bubble after this.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, especially with he's got the booster, so he doesn't even have to worry about heck runs.
Yeah, it makes the heck runs at Bubble Mountain a lot easier, and it means that he doesn't have to do it to get to Bubble Mountain.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't trying to sleep on the heck runs at Bubble Mountain, just the one on the way. So
I think this will be, is checking this item, Miner.
I think just looking for, not worried about finding charge, just stacking on supers, or maybe even more power bombs. Well, there you go.
Nevdi might be bailing though.
Oh, interesting.
I don't mind bailing generally. It's possible at the top of this is Green Brinstar. Yeah, not having found Green Brinstar, a lot of times you don't want to get stuck kind of doing those heck runs because they're pretty slow. You'd rather do checks that don't require you to do a bunch of farming to check. So I don't mind this too much from Nevdi, coming up here and checking this. But it's Meridia.
Oh my goodness.
Should have said that one was going to be Meridia.
I could have gotten my $5 back, Zeb. He's going to take a dip. I think he's going to check out Mama Turtle.
No, he's going to check out this transition.
Oh, of course,
Doesn't quite have a way to get to Mama Turtle yet without high jump. But,
not yet, Hockey. Not yet.
I think that he did take a save in Norfair, which is the reason that he's doing this. I could be wrong, but I think he did. If he didn't, then I really don't like this, but... this is very dangerous. It's Croc. That's super interesting. So this could be required.
Oh, gosh.
But if he doesn't find gravity, I think it would also need to be high jump plus ice beam, basically. Then he can't get out. Oh, you can. Yeah, you can. Can't you? No, yeah, charging a spark wouldn't work because you can't morph. Yep. It looks like Lomion is doing the same thing.
Oh my god.
If there's gravity here, both of these runners will feel like geniuses and feel like they're way ahead.
Yeah. That's for sure. But if
Lomion just taking a death, not even trying. Wow.
Oh, interesting. Taking a little intentional death there. Warping all the way back to Red Tower?
Nevdi going for a spike suit, not that that would help him get out anyway. But... yeah,
I respect the hustle. I respect the commitment to trying.
I don't hate not checking Croc. I mean, it has to be basically literally gravity for it to really pay off.
Yeah, you think Lomion's thinking wreck ship?
Yeah, he might be. Still hasn't seen that yet.
That's right, yeah. So it does feel like he's kind of on the full backtrack here.
And it's reserved, so Croc is empty.
Oh, busted Croc. What a shame. A great call for Lomion then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll save him quite a bit of time. Unless he decides to go back there at some point. Nevdi now knows, or at least has some knowledge, that Croc is not good, so. And Nevdi's still not doing the heck runs.
Yeah, kind of both runners staying away from Bubble Mountain here.
I think that Nevdi has to go to the right of the ship then. The moat and the Key Hunter kind of entrance.
Yeah, I think you're right, Zeb. And I love this play from Lomion here because we're going to get that gauntlet check. There's no telling what can go wrong there with 3 tanks, but plenty of power bombs, of course.
Yeah.
Oh.
So now will be a big moment for the race. What is that Crate E-Tank? Because if Nevdi gets this, Lomion won't be getting this for a long time.
I love this from Lomion Jones. He set it up, he opened the door. No sweat. Ooh, normal bombs
and it's
for
just
Nevdi
bombs.
in the janitor's closet there.
Yep, so at this point, with the reserve at Gauntlet as well.
Oh, just like the last seed.
So, I think there is something either at Norfair or in Wreck Ship.
Yeah, I think you're right, Zeb.
And I'm curious where Nevdi will go after finding Phantoon here.
Nevdi has been to Wreck Ship already. I think he's just gonna full commit to the ship. Looks like back of Gauntlet is vanilla for Lomion.
Yeah, not a lot of supers this seed. Lomion has been checking a lot of things and still only at 15. Elects not to pick up the other super, or the other missile. Which, if you're checking as many things as he is, I don't mind it because you're eventually probably going to run into enough supers, but...
It's a distinct possibility, of course. And Nevdi having a terrific Phantoon fight here, very well executed.
Yep, got 3 rounds.
Oh, it looks like Lomion's gonna pop the Sloter's refill. I wonder if we're gonna get an X-ray check here.
Ooh, that would be interesting. I'm not sure if Lomion can do this check. Or if he can do the D-boost strat.
Well, we're about to find out. Nope, he's... that's... I respect it. That's such a difficult room.
Yeah, and if you miss it, then, you pretty much just die a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So.
It's hard to recover from.
If you miss it late, at least. If you miss it early, you can just back out. Lomion picks up that spring ball.
Yeah, Lomion's got spring ball, Nevdi's got spring ball. Just need that high jump boots.
Yeah.
They can really take those spring ball jumps to the next level. But Nevdi with a save at the ship, full refill. He's got to be thinking. Oh, he's also thinking Gauntlet here.
Yeah, you're right here. I don't mind checking Gauntlet really quick.
Not at all. But not electing to go for the spark. I loved Lomion's commitment to that spark.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit slower. It would have saved a couple of power bombs if Nevdi wants to go all the way through. But it would have cost him some energy, so...
Right, you are, Zeb. Sometimes you have to make that decision of ammunition versus health.
Nevdi giving a little bit of a head shake after finding that reserve. And yep,
Just
Lomion finally getting to wreck ship.
the look of disgust, and finally some supers. That's gonna bring the count to 20 for Lomion.
Yep, still wouldn't be able to kill Ridley at this point, but is getting reasonably close. With 3 E-tanks in a reserve. I think just 1. I don't think that we've seen 2.
Yeah, just the one at Gauntlet.
I think that we might see all of the majors checked before the boss. Sometimes I kind of like to do that. It's a little bit worse if you can already beat the boss, but Lomion, in his mind, there's only a 1 in 3 chance that it's Kraid, because he's already killed Vantoon and both of the other bosses he can't kill. So I kind of expect us to see him check all of Wreck-Ship before to the boss.
I'm telling you, you must be clairvoyant, Zeb. Either that or just highly experienced.
Oh, and Nevdi's going for this now. That's...
Oh my goodness. Brace yourselves, chat, because
oh,
this is
he just
really
barely
something.
got that.
This is just an incredible...
Nevdi missing... Oh man, this is a little rough. Oh, he missed it.
Oh,
but he has... Going for the bomb back.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
Instead of the spring ball. I think this is a little slower, but if he's more comfortable with it, then I don't blame him for doing this instead of spring balling.
It's a terrific recovery there from Nevdi. Just didn't quite have that final D boost. And what is he going to be rewarded with?
Yeah, I would have just, like, gone straight in, run into that item without even looking at it, but... Because the only item that I wouldn't want to pick up would be either a reserve or spacer. I think everything else you want to pick up.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, no benefit to spacer anymore, not with Plasma being at BT. Now, if you didn't have Plasma, Zeb, would you still avoid if it was spacer?
No, I think spacer's a fine beam when you don't have Plasma.
Exactly. Exactly.
I've had enough seeds where I've had like only charge ice or something, and getting spacer is like a really big benefit. That I've even had some seeds. It's not relevant here because they already have speed booster, but where I've had wave and getting spacer has allowed me to do the frog speedway skip.
Oh right,
and
yeah.
That's made my routing way better. So high jump.
That's a nice pickup.
Yeah, that's going to be really good. And I think I smell some suitless. Not sure. But given no suits, high jump there, I think some amount of suitless is going to be required.
I think you're right, Zeb. Really all comes down to what's at Wreck-Ship E-Tank. And judging by the way things are going, probably nothing.
Yeah, Wreck-Ship E-Tank and Gravity, I think. And then we've got 3 Norfair items that we still haven't checked, but...
Yeah, I think Bubble Mountain's gotta have something good. Not saying that Wreck-Ship's been a complete wreck, but... It's been, I mean, high jump is a terrific item, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, good point brought up in chat. High jump actually does allow them to go to Forgotten Highway entrance if they would like.
Now that's an interesting move for sure. But I guess it all depends on what it's at these last 2 checks. Very healthy seeds so far.
Yeah, quite a few E-tanks. Did Lomion... get that high jump? Oh my
Doesn't
god.
doesn't look like it, no. Oh dear. Choosing to
Yeah,
skip it.
that's...
That is a risky
Well,
play.
it's not a risky play, it's just like, you forgot something. I
I
don't
think
know
he
if you
just
forgot.
straight up forgot, has to sit through the bowling cutscene again. Oh.
He must have been thinking about a lot of different things and just completely
Yeah.
forgot to get that. He might have, like, seen that he got, like, it's there, I have it now kind of a thing. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
what exactly that was. He might have forgotten he had speed. There are a couple of different things that could have happened there.
oh, that's tough.
I
So
really, I don't know. I feel like this is a suitless seed, and I think that high jump's going to be required. I could be wrong, but that's just the way it's feeling to me.
yeah, chat with a really good point, Zeb. He used spring ball over those speed blocks instead of just running through them like
Oh,
Nevdi did.
yeah,
So I think it was a matter of, oh, I
maybe.
don't have speed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's devastating.
Yeah, I don't think the Nevdi will also forget that.
The best thing for Lomion Jones to happen is if Nevdi does forget it.
Yeah, I think that would be super crazy if both runners checked the reserve, saw it was high jump, and skipped it. Then I would feel like maybe there was a gentleman's agreement or something.
Yeah, something like that, but it looks like, yeah, Nevdi's making his way over there. You know, Lomion Jones just got a closet full of fresh sneakers. He doesn't need another pair, you know?
Yeah,
That's what I'm going with.
he's already got his own Air Jordans.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Nevdi making sure to pick up that high jump.
Yep, he's got the boots, he's got the fresh kicks, the LeBrons, perhaps. Even though this game came out a long time ago. But maybe I'm in a bit of denial here, Zeb, but I
Oh,
really hope that doesn't come back to bite Lomion Jones.
yeah, he's
Unless
going
he's
back
act-
up to get it.
unless he's actually, yeah, at least looks like he's going back for it.
I think this is right, even though it's really bad.
Yeah, even though it's time consuming. Oh, the nice thing about the bowling cutscene is you can have some more time to strategize, you know, to
Yeah,
really think about what your next move is going to be.
I also have some more time to panic. Think about, oh god, everything's terrible.
Just got to take a couple deep breaths, Zeb.
Okay, let's find out what's at this E-Tank location.
Yeah, this could be really crucial as well.
It's just an E-Tank.
It's vanilla. Okay, so I mean, Lomion Jones isn't out of the woods yet, but things are not, you know, clearly, you know, Nevdi doesn't have the clearest advantage except that, you know, he's gotten wreck ship E-Tank before Lomion. But it wasn't gravity, it wasn't something huge.
And I really do like checking over here. This could be Green Brinstar. And this could be the only way to get to Green Brinstar.
Yeah, that's a
Available
good
to the
point.
runners right now.
That is a good point, Zeb. It is an elevator, after all, at the end of Forgotten Highway.
Mm-hmm.
But more supers for Lomion, as well as those coveted shoes. I should say boots. They are not the high jump shoes. They are boots.
Boots are a kind of shoe.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Zeb. I'll buy it. It's like all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. Yeah, something like that.
Exactly.
But I just have this gut feeling, and maybe this is just me wanting, a third race. But I really think Bubble. I think Bubble Mountain's the answer.
Yeah, we'll see. It definitely could be. I think Bubble might be like Grapple. Oh wow. And Nevdi deciding to go through. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he'll just reset. Yeah, he's deciding to go through. I don't think that we've seen the front of this yet, so he's going to probably be checking that entrance.
Good old Sandy Meridia, Zeb. I hear it's beautiful this time of year, but the planet Zebus has already been blown up, so we can't visit.
Yeah, it's too bad. So, based on Nevdi's reactions, I really don't think he's happy about this, but he doesn't have any good decisions right now. Like, all of his decisions are just terrible.
Oh, gosh.
So,
just kind of have to commit to them.
And we'll see what Lomion decides to do once he gets there. If he decides to reset and to go back to Bubble Mountain, that could be huge.
Yeah, very well could be. Honestly, I kind of hope that's how it plays out.
Yeah. It's also possible that there's Ice Beam at Bubble Mountain, and then there's a suit at Baoon. And Snow Climb could be required.
That would definitely be interesting. So we had a first race was an intricate seed. Second race is also developing that way.
Lomion deciding to KO the Keikos. I like it.
Yeah, I respect it. Nevdi having a bit of trouble here, getting stuck in the sand.
Should be fine.
I think he's out.
Yeah.
Now that's
it's just that one that you don't want to get stuck in between.
Kind of doing like a little. That underwater spin jump is so interesting.
Yeah, you just want to spin jump at a like not too fast, but pretty fast speed. And then eventually, like those waterfalls too, they help you get out actually. Yeah, I would go under this and just try to. Yeah, there you go.
There we go, Nevdi. Very nice.
And it looks like SpeedGaming 4 is rating as well. Welcome everyone from SpeedGaming 4. This is game 2 between Nevdi and Lomion Jones, with Nevdi up a game. Super Metroid Randomizer. And Lomion is backing out, so looks like he'll be going back to Bubble Mountain.
Look at those wall jumps from Nevdi. What great precision.
So interestingly, because Lomion didn't save, if this is bad, Nevdi can reset and he'll still be ahead of Lomion, I think. Oh, but it's Green Brinstar.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's a big find.
Yeah, that's huge.
Unless it's oops all E-tanks, this could be it.
Yeah. So, like, this could be really, really, really good for Lomion if it is oops all E-tanks, and there is, like, something at Bubble Mountain. But this is 5 items. That's a lot of
Gosh,
items.
that's a lot of items. Oh boy. Yeah, chat does not share my optimism, Zeb. My optimism that things will work out for Lomion at Bubble.
Yeah, Lomion will have 3 item checks. Nevdi, now 4. Or, now Nevdi will have 4 after this screw attack.
Yeah, screw attack is it's comfy,
Yeah,
but
it's
not
comfy, but
necessarily
it doesn't really
progression.
do anything.
Yeah.
So,
It's
we're
like
looking for Ice Beam, for Grapple Beam, for Gravity Suit. I think those are the 3. Or,
yeah.
Fairy Suit too, obviously. But the suits and then, Ice or Grapple are potential progression items. And there's Ice!
Okay.
So that gives us access to Baboon. Already had access to Mama Turtle.
But if gravity, let's say gravity's at Bubble Mountain.
I guess Grapple, Grapple isn't progression.
If gravity's at Bubble, is Nevdi gonna get baited into doing suitless with that Ice Beam?
I think he will.
Yeah, I mean, it's
100%.
hard to say he won't. Chat's gonna think that I'm obsessed with Bubble Mountain, and they'd be right.
I don't remember if we've seen both sides of Born Warfare or just the one.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Oh,
Oh,
the
no.
fish. Oh. Packing an absolute wallop.
But Lomion did save.
Yeah.
So,
So he's very close by, but tough energy for that room.
yeah, for sure. Nevdi. Oh, I think his stream just. Yeah, okay. I thought he was taking a moment to think. But.
And we're back.
Mhm.
Yeah, at this point, you know, no suits, limited energy, and everything in Meridian just hits like a freight train.
Yeah, for sure. I have a feeling it is at Baboon. It's the first suit.
Yeah, given what you said earlier, Zeb, I'm inclined to agree. Guess we're just gonna see Varia or something here at the bottom of
Yeah.
Brainstar.
Varia and then Gravity, and just all of a sudden the
Oh
seed
gosh,
becomes
can you
super
imagine
easy.
what a heartbreak that would be? Wow, nothing
Wave
but
beam.
beams, nothing but offensive weapons here.
And just an E-tank at Mama Turtle.
So Nevdi definitely increasing his damage output capability, but no charge beam yet, and still no suits. Wait a minute, we're 42 minutes into this seed? My goodness, time flies when you're having fun. That's what I always say, so.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not sure these runners are having fun, but we sure are.
I mean, it's like with the seeds go from bad to worse.
Mm-hmm. And there's Phaser.
Oh.
So all the beams other than Charge Beam were in.
All
and Plasma, I guess.
Except the coveted one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Lomion takes another death.
You think that was intentional?
Oh, okay.
I'm like 99% sure.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Because
I just was looking at
he
Nevdi's
made a
screen
beeline for that key hunter.
So what is over here? I think that, does this have to be Born Warfare?
I'm not sure. But shoutouts to Natterleaf in chat with Beam Grinstar. Great pun, great spoonerism.
Oh, no, it is. Oh, wow. So you could have
Wait,
gotten to Green Brinstar this way.
wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Zeb, I can feel it collapsing around me as we speak. Nevdi's gonna get to bubble.
Yeah. At this point, I don't think that Lomion has any, like... I'm not sure what he can hope for. Like, he checked Mama Turtle. I think that might have been his last chance to really have something of an edge here.
Yeah, I think you're right, Zeb.
Maybe if he gets to Green Brinstar and then goes straight to Botwoon, they might be, like, even.
Yeah, that's a possibility for sure. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, Nevdi showing off that ice beam. That's a great item to have at Bubble Mountain. Especially... Oh, and he even... Oh my goodness. So... Those are my favorite thing in the entire game, Zeb. Those little, like, elevators that help you out. And, and Charge Beam at Norfair Reserve. I don't even want to finish my sentence, Zeb.
Yeah, that Charge Beam is really nice. This seed has not been friendly with supers, so getting that Charge Beam is...
That's a massive pickup. That's full beam combination. Yeah, those little assistant elevators for people who can't do wall jumps and are playing the game casually, perhaps. There are some people in the Super Metroid community who picked up on my enthusiasm for them and started calling them hockey towers. So
they're pretty good.
Makes me like them even more. So shout out to the entire Super Metroid speedrun community, Randomizer, Vanilla. It's just an incredible community.
It's great.
We got both runners here at Bubble. So, but my goodness, Nevdi's just stacked on beams. Not necessarily movement items, and of course, still, we're almost 50 minutes in and no suits.
Yep, no suits.
That's about to change, watch. It could be Varia Gravity right here at Wave and
I would not be shocked to see Varia. I'd be surprised to see Gravity.
Oh. The Bubble Mountain Dream. My dream, Zeb, is just it's becoming a nightmare. Although we did have that Charge Beam. Charge Beam is nice.
Yeah, Charge Beam was really nice. Looks like Lomion not going to be checking Norfair Reserve, not going to be picking up that Charge Beam.
Oh gosh, yeah.
If that weren't Charge Beam, I think this would be his best shot. But because it is, I'm just not sure that he's going to, like, be able to make up enough time while still trying to get minors on Nevdi if he just goes straight to Botwoon after Green Brinstar, which I think he will.
Yeah, I think you're right, Zeb. And it's looking more and more likely that Botwoon has the suit.
I think I do like Lomion's plight here, though. Bubble Mountain has been available for the whole race. At this point, if there's a suit at Bubble Mountain, you're probably just dead. Now, Nevdi didn't check this either, Bubble Mountain for forever either. But Lomion doesn't know that, and so I think that if I were him, I would just be thinking, okay, if a suit's at Bubble Mountain, I lose. I'm just going to pretend Bubble Mountain doesn't exist.
For sure. Oh.
And, yep, just an E-Tank.
Wow. Okay, my intuition needs to be recalibrated, it appears. But my goodness, what a challenging seed.
Yep, so I think that Botwoon is all that's left.
That is incredible.
Yeah, Nevdi, ironically, finding garbage is very relieving for him. Because, he also could have checked this, like, a long time ago. And he's
Yeah.
probably thinking that his opponent would have. So him finding nothing there is really, he thinks is good for him.
No, for sure. So I think, like we were talking about in the first race, like that gets into the psychology of these races where you don't know what your opponent is doing.
Yeah.
It's like you sit there fretting, like, oh, I didn't check Bubble Mountain. It could have had something great, and then it has nothing. Like you said, you feel a wave of relief.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where's Nevdi going? I would expect him to go back to Green Brinstar to get to Batwoon, but...
Where's he going? Where is he going?
Oh, you hadn't checked that yet.
Well, he found G4, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Check
I
that
think
off
that...
the list.
Had he found everything else before that?
You know,
I don't remember if we saw both sides of Foreign Warfare. But if we had, then I just saw him shaking his head. I think he would be frustrated with himself because he would know that that has to be G4 and checked it anyway.
Right.
But I don't remember if we saw both sides of Foreign Warfare or not. Nevdi needs to be careful. He's not spin jumping, losing a lot of distance to that.
It is the room after the refill, but all the way to the portal. Hope it's not a heated room here.
Yeah, he knows that this is Green Brinstar.
Right.
If Nevdi had died in that room, though, that might have been a way for Lomion to get back in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. But Nevdi lives to fight another day.
I was wondering if Nevdi almost wanted to go visit the Decora for that energy refill.
It's definitely an option, but he's just blazing his own trail here. Like, you gotta, I just have to say, I gotta gush a little bit, not only with these runners, but anyone in this top 16, I should say round of 16, incredible gaming, incredible players, to do these seeds. None of these seeds are free. I think this tournament's had some of the toughest seeds I've ever seen.
Yeah, for sure. There are a lot of really, really difficult seeds here. So, it looks like Nevdi and Lomion, I think, are probably going to be about equal. Lomion a little bit behind. The difference is that Nevdi has that charge beam now.
Yeah, what a colossal advantage to have that. Because, like you said, I mean, Lomion's got 40-40, which is great, but it's not enough. It's not enough yet, and it's going to be costly in time to keep searching for more supers.
I actually think there's... With 40-40, I think Lomion could make this back. That's 4 super packs, basically away from go mode. Probably 5 if you want to be comfy. You do... Like, it would take him finding something way before Nevdi, finding that gravity suit way before Nevdi, or finding whatever other suit they don't find here at Baboon before Nevdi, but if he's able to find it really quickly, I think that for Lomion, this might need to be gravity. Because I think Varia doesn't give as many possibilities. Nevdi also hasn't checked West Meridia, Mama Turtle.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So he could be thinking about that too. Oh, Nevdi missed a little bit on the X-ray, but plays it super safe there.
That Botoon just wrapped around and got microwaved like no other. Another 1 round from Nevdi. Fantastic.
I think that one might be a little bit less impressive than the last one.
That's why I kept it a little quieter, so. And there it
And it's
is. Oh, it's
Varia.
Varia. Oh my god.
So somewhere in Lower Norfair. Is Gravity Suit.
Yeah, it has to be. But you're this far.
Oh, and Lomion
Oh, that's tough.
gets knocked down.
Oh, but without grapple, you can't actually get the Dragon boss room.
Yeah, if I had grapple, I would definitely be finishing this Meridia. But
This
without
seed.
it, I have tried to do it without grapple. Was unsuccessful. But I've only tried it once though, so. If he had space jump, I think that would also let me finish, or let him finish Meridia.
Yeah, that's a
Because
good
it's mostly
point.
Colosseum that is the hard part.
Yeah. Very tough room without essential items.
Yeah.
But Lomion Jones going to be finding that Varia suit soon and going to be faced with the same decision, having to bail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lomion has to use supers on the spot wound fight, which makes it a lot more dangerous than Nevdi's.
Especially with only one tank and a reserve here. Oh!
Ooh. Gets to keep his reserve, that's pretty... No, don't use your reserve. Yeah. Don't. No!
Oh, still an
Okay,
oak.
he
Still...
at least kept summoning it, so...
Yeah.
And at this point, he should be fine. Baboon shouldn't do any more of the shooting stuff attack. Unless he misses a lot of supers.
Whew.
And Baboon down.
Oh, I really like this check from Nevdi, going for Green Gate Glitch here to check screw attack.
I think you kind of have to do this check. There are, like, 2 to 3 places that gravity could be at this point. It's either here... It's not here.
Wow.
So it's either at Firefleas or Ridley's Vanilla and set Ridley. Nevdi doesn't actually know that, because in his mind it could technically still be Mama Turtle. But
Yeah, like you said, he hasn't checked Mama Turtle.
normally when you have one suitless thing required, it's very rare for like both of them to be, especially for Mama Turtle to be Gravity. I think logically, he kind of knows it's not there.
For sure, he can kind of hash it out. But going to be continuing his journey here through Lower Norfair. It's really the only option on the table. Has to find some way to get through Coliseum.
And there it is.
Excellent call, Seb. So that is full-on go mode.
Yep. Literally everything you could ask for. only convenience item he's missing at this point, basically, is base jump. Grapple
Yeah.
wouldn't really do anything.
Do it for the swag. Oh, that is that is so cool from Lomion. We saw him use that technique to climb to the top to get to Botun, but then to also exit that aqueduct room. That is just sensational stuff.
Yeah, very nicely done.
I don't know what that thing's called, but maybe Samus take the wheel. I don't know. It's just quite a trick.
Yeah. Now, have to see whether this is Dragon or Ridley. And it's Vanilla Ridley.
So that means Dragon is also vanilla.
Yep.
Wow.
And at this point, again, I don't think the Nevdi has any use for his supers other than for this fight. So he can just kind of hit them with free reign.
Oh my goodness. Welcome in Raiders from Crustacean 7, C7 Raiders. Welcome to SpeedGaming 5. Round of 16 action between Nevdi and Lomion Jones. This is race 2 of a best of 3 full area rando, major minor distribution, and boss rando. But Zeb, I know you'd agree with me. I think Nevdi is going to end up taking this one.
Yeah, I don't really see a great way for Lomion to come back from this one, other than maybe Nevdi soft walking on stand up or something. Now, Lomion won't look too far behind Nevdi. He does.
No, not at all.
He is going to need to get a little bit more ammo. So that'll probably slow him down a bit on his way to finishing the game, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up in Torian by the time that Nevdi finishes.
So no need here to complete the lower Norfair escape, just have to go backwards in order to go forwards, wouldn't you say, Zeb?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that going backwards to get back to that Green Bryn portal so that you can go back into Meridia is the right call here.
Yeah, Green Bryn was kind of the, I don't want to say the gatekeeper, but pretty close to it.
Yeah, Green Bryn, finding that was huge for Nevdi.
Both seeds with a late Green Bryn star. Alright, looks like Nevdi exiting lower Norfair for the last time, and Lomion Jones finding that coveted gravity suit there at Firefly. So that will gain Lomion Jones access to Botun, but does not give him go mode because he did not get the charge beam that Nevdi did get at the Norfair reserve tank. But Nevdi's going to be making a beeline all the way back to Meridia, all the way back to Aqueduct. And look at that. Yeah, it's like magic. He's right there. But now with that gravity suit. So Botoon already defeated. Varia's suit was guarded by Botoon at that E-Tank location. And Lomion Jones still having to commit to finding ammunition. So definitely a very, very challenging pair of seeds for both of these runners here in the SGLIVE 2021 Super Metroid Randomizer Tournament. We'll have a vanilla dragon fight here for Nevdi. It should be a very quick fight as he does have full beam combination as well as the X-ray scope, so we will have some microwave shrimp. A lot of you in the Super Metroid community have heard me say it before, but if you want to become public enemy #1 at your workplace, take leftover shrimp to the cafeteria and microwave it. In other words, in PSA, the only microwave shrimp you should have is Dragon.
Yeah. I would also not recommend microwave shrimp. Not very good.
Good way to make everyone hate you at work. Don't ask me how I know this stuff. Look at that. You blink and you miss it. Dragon's already microwaved. And
Yep, we'll see if Nevdi can get that spike suit. Looks like he cannot.
Couldn't quite convert. Lomion Jones into the ordnance-only fight here against Ridley.
It looks like he's handling it pretty well.
Yeah, he's landing those supers very, very accurately. I don't think he's missed a single one.
Mm-hmm. Well, there looks like he missed one. But...
Commentator curse, it always happens.
Missed 2 supers total.
Wow, what a terrific, terrific fight from Lomion Jones.
And Lomion? Oh yeah, he doesn't have charge beam, so of course he's going to be checking the Ridley item. And so now Nevdi just needs to get back to G4.
Yeah, that
which isn't that far away.
Yeah, it isn't. Which
needs
portal?
to go through the
It was
front.
a Norfair portal, wasn't it?
Yep. The front of Green Brinstar was a Norfair portal. It was the Lava Dive portal.
That's right.
On the Norfair entrance, or upper Norfair entrance to that. And he needs to get to the upper Norfair Croc entrance, so...
Well, a pair of hour-plus seeds for both of our runners here. This has been an absolute marathon. It's been a war of attrition, a test of stamina, mental as well as physical for these runners.
Yeah, for sure. Both of these seeds have been a bit of a slog to get through for these runners, but I'm sure they'll come out on the other side better for it.
Yeah, no question about it.
Oh, Nevdi having some issues with this room again.
Oh man, what a tough room. I love the D-boost though. Gotta love that D-boost.
And Nevdi has made it to Torian.
Incredible. Incredible. Just an incredible seed. I can't.
But the only thing that could really derail him at this point would be soft blocking during stand-up. Other than that, I think he's got it. So just needs to make sure not to do that.
Yeah. Sometimes easier said than done, but
yeah, as long as he is careful, he should be fine.
For sure. Chad asking, where was Ice, Wave, and Plasma? I believe Ice and Wave were both in Green Bryn, but Plasma was at Bomb Terizo.
Yep, that is right. Ice Beam being at Waterway, and Wave Beam being at, I believe, Norfair Reserve. No, it was not Norfair. I meant Brinstar, but it's not Brinstar Reserve either. It was at Edigans.
Yep. So very comfy Torian here for Nevdi having that ice beam. No power bombs required. Well, maybe we'll see another baby skip from Nevdi.
Definitely has all the items for it. Lomion farming up some supers. Doesn't have charge beam. I don't think he really needs to farm supers because he already has killed Bot Moon. And Dragon you can just spark. And Nevdi gets the baby skip.
Well done, Nevdi. Great execution.
Yeah, Lomion's going to be in a really awkward spot after Dragon with his ammo.
Yeah, I'll say that's a tough spot to be in.
Somebody asked, how much time do you save with baby skip? I think it's somewhere in the ballpark of 25 to 30 seconds.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know the exact amount, but...
It's a nice halfie from Lomion. Well done.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, 20 shots with this full beam combination.
That super is really nice for Lomion.
Oh yeah. That is a great pickup. 50 and 45.
There's the first catch-up for Nevdi.
And
the only catch-up. And he is going down to 3 tanks. He is not bothering with stand-up.
That's the right call, in my opinion.
Yeah, I probably would have done stand-up, but I understand where he's coming from. Having run those seeds back to back, just wanting to relax for a minute or so. Looks like Nevdi is taking this opportunity to get up out of his chair, stretch out a little bit.
That's a good call right there. Get that blood flowing. Roman Jones doing a good job of dealing that damage, landing those supers on Dragon here. Oh, very nice fight. Very good ammo fight on Dre. Are gonna get a check here because no charge beam yet for Lomion Jones.
Oh, and there's grapple.
Grapple beam? What an insult.
Yeah, now that it's not... It would have been useful earlier to let them do full suit with Meridia before doing Lore Norfair, but now it's not that useful.
Hoping for charge and getting grapple, that is just,
Wrong beam.
Wrong beam, indeed, Zeb.
Like Nevdi seeing how many shots he can miss against MB3.
Oh boy. Nah, Nevdi's a great sport.
And this should be about a 115 for Nevdi. In the ballpark with that.
I think the first one was also 115, so you're talking almost 3.5 hours of just brutal routing through these full area rando seeds.
Yeah, I think 2.5, but yeah, still brutal.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know where I got 330 from. 230. My goodness. I can math, I promise.
And 2 supers for Lomion. That's actually really nice for him.
Huge pickups. 50, 55, so getting there. Getting there.
I would consider going through a sand pit here if I were Lomion. Probably right sand pit. But just to get a little bit more ammo, because I don't think he's going to have much of a chance to find any more ammo on the way to Taurian. Although right sand it's pretty bad. You have to go through multiple rooms to get back, so
That's
maybe
true.
not. And Nevdi has finished with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 50 seconds. GG to Nevdi.
GG, Nevdi. Nevdi will be moving on to the quarterfinals. Incredible, incredible stuff.
Looks like we're going to be joined by Nevdi. And we are joined by Nevdi. GG, Nevdi.
GG, guys. Thanks. I'm exhausted.
GG. Oh, we were just talking about that. That was 2.5 hours of 2 of the most brutally intricate seeds I've seen.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The mental anguish, the stamina necessary for that.
I was kind of relaxed a bit when I saw energy at wave, but it was still kind of. I was like, this is just taking me deeper and deeper. I got to keep playing the items, but this is not paying off. But then when it equalized, I'm like, okay, at least it's not all for nothing. I think those high jumps were required. So yeah, crazy. Both seeds, insane. Yeah. I never seeds like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that first seed, it was super interesting. You got bailed out in the last possible check on that power bomb. Otherwise, you were stuck. Yeah. You have had to reset.
Well, I was gonna reset. I had in my head, I just expected to reset, then go run Gauntlet and under GT again. But when it was PBs, I just assumed they were first logical ones. Was there any others?
They were in Gauntlet. Yep.
Oh, they were in Gauntlet. Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay, wow. I assumed it was just Varia Randomizer being Varia Randomizer, and they couldn't be. But I guess that makes sense because the game's not going to make you do the tube backtrace. I think if they were the first logical PBs, I think that the tube couldn't have been like that, but I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. Well, you could get through the tube after getting power bombs. So yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think the game expects you to glitch it. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You can break the tube once you get power bombs. But we were also joined by Lomion Jones. GG to Lomion.
GG.
GG,
hey,
Lomion.
That's rough.
That was incredible.
I felt I needed some luck and really good execution to have a good chance here, and I definitely didn't execute. So, GG though. This was a lot of fun. These seeds are one heck of a thing to get your head around.
They are. I think it'd be more fun if it wasn't in a race, but it's in a race setting, adds that extra level to it. But you're right. It is always fun doing them and trying working it out. But they were nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last race would have been pretty close if Bubble Mountain were completely empty. But because of that, Charge Beam was at Norfair Reserve.
Okay.
And that kind of, you were a little bit behind Nevdi at that point, Lomion, but because you didn't have Charge, you just kind of kept losing more and more time.
Yeah. Well, as you can probably tell from watching today, I was sort of hoping to avoid hell runs as much as possible, just because I felt that if I did try them, it was probably going to end up being a place I lost time.
Yeah, I was thinking it was kind of funny because I think both of you were relieved that Bubble Mountain didn't really have a suit.
Yeah, Yeah, I was ready to get a lock on that side, so I saved at the Norfair save station, but it just kept going. Fantoon was vanilla. Oh no, sorry. Everything just worked out that I just kept going, so I just had to keep going. I'm like, man, I wish I reset back to that that Norfair save, but obviously in the end it wasn't the play. Like, you know, I'm sure there was another way to do it, but the roundaboutness wasn't the end of the world, I guess.
Yeah, finding Green Brinstar, where on the other end of Meridia was really big for you, Nevdi.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think I was actually going to reset back to Norfair. Honestly, like I was thinking, that's why I saved. That's why I saved at. No, I would have gone back to Wreck Ship. I saved at Wreck Ship after the high jump. Then I'm like, all right, let's go this whole way. And then I got to East Meridia from the top entrance. I'm like, oh my god, dude, I just got to keep going. So I kept going, but I was fully prepared to reset and go run back to.
I also want to ask Lomion, when you skipped high jump, was it because you forgot you had speed, or what was the reason for that?
I saw high jump and said, "Oh, good, I have high jump," and just
I
didn't
thought that
actually
might
go
be
get
what
it.
happened.
Oh my goodness.
Looking at it gives it to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he had to do double bowling.
I was just moving on to the next step, and I'm very glad I got back to it. There was so much potential for high jump to be necessary, so I just had to go back.
Yeah. I was pretty sure the suitless was going to be required when I saw that high jump.
Yeah, I nearly actually went back to do the crab climb straight away due to that reason, because I'm like, we got to make these high jump boots pay off, and I think that was the play to do, and I think that's what you would have done and some others. That was the correct move, but yeah, whatever. The other thing too, I guess, is I really, really, really wish I was good enough at doing amphitheater without grapple. I just don't know what to do, because that would have been very powerful to continue on Meridia.
I'm not even sure it would have been that good there.
I guess that you had to backtrack.
What's the other
anyway,
end of Lower Norfair?
Yeah. No, maybe you're right. Hold on, let me check for you.
Look, that went to the tube.
Yeah, that went to the tube.
Oh yeah, that's right.
East Meridia was just such a pain to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but both seeds were really awkward to get to, like necessary places.
I don't know if I've ever had any seeds before today where green and pink Brinstar was so late, and then we got to go.
Yeah.
The last place I went.
We kept looking to see, like, is this the route? Like, am I going the quickest way? One time, I don't think I did, but the others, it just felt so long. But I think I checked the logs after it, and I think I was going the right way, but it just seemed, like you said, so out of the way. It was exhausting. You can't help but thinking, am I losing a minute picking the wrong one? But it just really was that long.
I love how this seed came together at the end, though. Like, it was just like, run back and forth between Lower Norfair and East Meridia, and then once you kill both the bosses, just a little bit of a run around and you're back at Turian. I love when seeds come together like that.
Yeah, right on. I wanted to commit to the Lower Norfair early in that first seed, but the reverse lava dive without gravity could have been necessary if the end of it was G4 or Crate. So I had to go find, and I was thinking that you would have done the same. You had to go find that Turian first or that Crate first before committing to that.
I was thinking,
even though it felt bad.
Based on what we knew, Lomion had already found G4, but I couldn't figure out what you knew exactly at the time.
Yeah, I didn't. Found it.
Yeah, because you hadn't found it, I think you not doing it was correct. If you knew it was there, then I think that going through and doing that would have been better for you. But...
Yeah, definitely. I was thinking the play was, to do the croc instead of skipping it like I did and then continue on. But yeah, without the portal knowledge, I couldn't do it. But yeah, like really interesting, just exhausting seeds, really back to back. Normally you do one of them a day and be like, oh, that was fun, but to get two of them in a row is crazy.
It really was.
Or even three.
I've been saying I just wanted to lose both or win both, one way or the other. I didn't want that.
Yeah. I don't know what a race 3 might have looked like. Maybe round 15 between two heavyweights, just totally exhausted.
It would have been another long run, you know. It would have been. It just would have been another nasty one. So happy that it's all over.
I've
Yeah.
had one sub hour of these, and then I had like a 105 in one of the qualifiers, which was the reason I made the tournament at all.
Yeah, top 16 was. Yeah, top 16 was really competitive. So even here, I'm pretty happy, but I'll keep trying. But yeah, this is. Yeah, this in itself, even though it seems like it's the start of the tournament, it's after a grueling qualifier session to get to this spot anyway.
Yeah, and I've been practicing these for a while, so it feels like, I mean, even back in Rando League, we were running similar seeds, but with randomized start for the most part.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, on those settings. It's fun though. I love them. It's good.
Yeah, so Nevdi, you'll be moving on to face Aussie.
Yeah, for Aussie.
Okay, but I think that we need to wrap this up.
No worries.
So, thanks everyone for watching. Do you guys have any last words to say?
Just thanks to all the organizers, commentators, trackers. It's been a lot of fun as usual.
Yeah, huge shout outs to Jestro Zooks. Has done a beautiful job tracking a ton of races.
Yeah, thanks guys. Really appreciate the comms. GG Lomion and Aussie, I'm coming for you. I want revenge. See you next week.
Go get them.
Thanks, GG man.
Yep, and with that, I think that we are going to call it here. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure to follow the runners. Make sure to follow, if you want, make sure to follow the comms. And I have been Zeb316 commentating with the Hockey Towner, and we will see you guys later.